Uh, Boots against Ortiz.
If Boots get hurt like he did the last time, Ortiz gonna finish him.
Wow.
So he gotta tighten up his defense.
10 steps behind you, right?
He gotta tighten up his defense. He gotta stop exchanging. I know
Vergil is gonna get in the ring with you. You think he wants to fight you at this point? I know y'all had whatever y'all had before, but I mean, it's a new day, new division, like you here now. So do you think that fight can be made?
I don't know. I hope so. We went all the way down to his fight by ourselves. They ain't pay for nothing. We paid for our own flight, hotel, our own ticket. We went all the way down there to him and Lubin fight. I get all the way in the ring and all that stuff. We arguing back and forth. I'm thinking it's done. I get out the ring. I'm thinking it's done. I wake up the next day. I hear him talking about some Errol Spence's dream fight. I'm like, hey, bro, it just in there. I'm like, what's going on? That's like him coming to my fight. We getting in front of each other, and I'm like, Danny Garcia, my dream fight. Like, right. The fans be going crazy. Like, yo, I don't know, it's crazy. But I thought that fight was done. Hopefully do. If not, whatever, so be it. Like I said, I'm down here. I'm already. This is my second fight at this weight class, and I'm already a unified champion. He's been at this weight class for how long now? So I don't know. So yeah.
Right now, I think Boots will fight anybody at 154. You heard it from him. He said he'll fight anybody. Anybody with a belt. Or anybody that's a top dog. And just speaking of that fight with Vergil, it's going to be like a Stanley Onis type of beatdown. That's what it's going to be.
Terence Crawford warned Jaron Boots Ennis that if he gets hurt against Vergil Ortiz the way he did against Xander Zayas, Ortiz won't let him recover. Crawford praised Ennis' speed and explosiveness, but said he must tighten his defense and avoid unnecessary exchanges.
He gotta tighten up his defense. He gotta stop exchanging. I know he's faster than most. He's more explosive than most, but at the same time, he's shown in the past that he can get careless and that he's going out there just to fight, and I don't think when you get higher and higher, that's going to be enough.
Eddie said this would be a massive fight, you versus him.
Crawford also recalled discussing a potential super fight with Vergil Ortiz Jr. and revealed he once challenged promoter Eddie Hearn to back the fight financially. According to Crawford, Hearn declined.
Huge.
Eddie been talking about that for a long time. But the crazy thing about it is I told Eddie, I said, Eddie, this is before Canelo. I said, Eddie, you keep talking about this fight so much. Put your money up. Eddie said, I'm not paying for that fight. I said, why not? You believe in your fighter? I'm not paying for that fight. I said, I rest my case.
Addressing criticism of Xander Zayas, Crawford said he wouldn't call him a quitter. He explained that looking toward the corner during difficult moments is normal and believed the decision should have come from the corner if the fight needed to be stopped.
Well, I just look at him as inexperienced. Like he really just gave his corner the opportunity to do whatever they wanted. That's how I see it.
Okay. Meaning when he looked over to them?
Right.
Okay.
But that's what you taught. You taught when you get a knockdown or if you get hurt, look at your corner. So I wouldn't say that he quit because he took the big step in getting in there when he didn't have to.
Looking ahead, Boots Ennis said he wants one more fight before the end of the year as he continues chasing undisputed status at 154 pounds. He named Sebastian Fundora, Vergil Ortiz Jr., and Josh Kelly as the biggest targets.
Get in the ring with you. You think he wants to fight you at this point? I know y'all had whatever y'all had before, but I mean, it's a new day, new division, like you here now. So do you think that fight can be made?
I don't know. I hope so. We went all the way down to his fight by ourselves. They ain't pay for nothing. We paid for our own flight, hotel, our own ticket. We went all the way down there to him and Lubin fight. I get all the way in the ring and all that stuff. We arguing back and forth. I'm thinking it's done. I get out the ring. I'm thinking it's done. I wake up the next day. I hear him talking about some Errol Spence's dream fight. I'm like, Like, bro, it just in there. I'm like, what's going on? That's like him coming to my fight. We getting in front of each other, and I'm like, Danny Garcia, my dream fight. Like,
Right.
the fans be going crazy. Like, yo, I don't know, it's crazy. But I thought that fight was done. Hopefully do. If not, whatever, so be it. Like I said, I'm down here. I'm already. This is my second fight at this weight class, and I'm already a unified champion. He's been at this weight class for how long now? So I don't know. So like I said, I'm here to collect these belts and take over this division. So I ain't doing too much waiting around for nobody.
Ennis admitted money is important, but said building a legacy and retiring undefeated means just as much to him as financial success.
What's your balance, Boots, with the legacy thing and then making sure you get your paper and getting your chicken in negotiations? Like, what's the balance between like not giving too much and just being all legacy, but also being a businessman and a guy that's about legacy?
I mean, well, the older I'm getting now, of course it's the money, because I gotta eat. I got family. I got stuff. I got business. I got cribs. I got house. I got stuff going on. So of course it's the money too, but that legacy really important to me as well too, because you gotta stamp yourself. I don't want to be one of those boxers where they forget about you. You feel me? And I want to be one of those boxers where, like, when I retire as an undefeated, legend, I want them to be like then he did everything. He for everybody. He beat everybody. He moved up multiple weight classes and took over like every division he was at. And I want to leave that mark.
Couple more, and I'm gonna let you get out of here.
Bob Arum admitted he would have preferred Xander Zayas to gain more experience before facing Ennis, but praised the young fighter's courage and highlighted the promising moments he showed during the fight.
Well, I think, we would have preferred Xander not to take that fight because he was young and wasn't really ready. But he insisted that he wanted that fight. And it may not turn out so bad. Because, as you said, people remember that round where he had Boots in a lot of trouble, the third round.
Arum also said Terence Crawford remains one of boxing's toughest fighters because of his ability to switch stances while staying effective from both orthodox and southpaw positions.
I don't know, Crawford is an awfully good fighter. And, it would take a real wizard to beat him. Crawford has something that no other fighter around has, and people haven't commented on it, and that is he fights equally well as a southpaw or as a right-hander. And so when you train for a fight, usually the fighter he's fighting trains for him as an orthodox fighter, right-handed fighter. And so from the first round on, he'll turn southpaw, and the guy isn't ready for him. That's what beat Spence. Spence trained for the fight like he was fighting an orthodox fighter in Terence, and Terence fought him as a southpaw.
Trainer Brian McIntyre praised Ennis, but reminded fans that the sport is filled with elite young stars, including Shakur Stevenson and Naoya Inoue, making it too early to call this the Boots era.
And when you say that, I'm just curious because I know Terence, he had his era and he was very complimentary in the sense of like, look, it's like Floyd and me, like, that's never going to happen. And in a case like this is like the Boots era, right? So, I mean, with you who understands multi-divisions, like, do you kind of see Jaron kind of being one of those next guys, if anything, kind of following the footprints of?
I think he have to. I mean, he's a great fighter. He can start his own era like what he's doing now, but he got a lot of guys he got to compete with, like Shakur. He got Inoue. Those guys are young and still fighting, so yeah. I ain't gonna really call it the Boots era. I just think he's a great fighter in the era with other guys that can say this was my era.
McIntyre placed Ennis, Vergil Ortiz Jr., and Sebastian Fundora in the same elite tier, saying every matchup between them is a true 50-50 fight.
Mm-hmm. you know, with that, I know, like, there's the Fendoras and Vergils, like, they all have to fight each other to even come to that conclusion. I mean, is that, amongst those guys, is there someone stand out a little bit more, or is it still kind of 50-50 across?
I think it's a 50-50 across the board, you know, because when you look at Vergil and when he get guys hurt, like maybe Boots was hurt, you know, he finished them off. You look at Fendora with the range and the height he got, you know, even though he'd been beat before, since then he's just been cleaning them up. And so we all waiting to see, you know, when those 2 or 3, you know, like the 4 kings, when they tangle. So we, you know, as boxing fans, we just sit back and watch.
He added that Ennis has cleared a major hurdle and compared today's exciting division to the legendary rivalries of Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Roberto Duran.
And so, you know, Boots, he got over that hurdle, a big hurdle, so he's on for the next one. That's like when Marvin Hagler beat Tommy Hearns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, all right, he's down there. Now we got Sugar Ray Leonard next, or Roberto Duran next. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just sit back.
Timothy Bradley Jr. believes Sebastian Fundora is one of the few fighters capable of giving Ennis serious problems because of his height, reach, volume, and awkward style.
Give Boots a run from his money. He could. And I only say that because of his attributes. Not because of his boxing skills. It's because of his attributes. That's why. This guy has, and it's Sebastian Fundora. You guys know who he is. He's a southpaw too, right? He has range. He has volume. He has punching power as well. Okay? He knows how to keep his distance. He's difficult. I know he's been knocked out before. I know that. But you got to go through a dang rain of fire to be able to get close to this guy if he don't want you to get close. Now, everybody's saying, well, Thurman was supposed to get whooped. I told y'all Thurman was going to get whooped too. Y'all heard it here too. Y'all said he going to get whooped. Okay? But I was studying the film the other day, and Boots has the style that I believe that can give him fits because of his elusiveness.
Bradley added that while Fundora isn't technically superior, his physical advantages make him extremely difficult to fight. He also believes Boots' movement and style could still trouble Fundora.
That's why you see Fundora wanting to fight, because he don't have to fight his mandatory. I'm letting y'all know that right now. He got a year to fight his mandatory. An entire year with the WBC, right? And all he has to do is ask the WBC, hey, I want to pursue this bigger venture with Boots Ennis, but as you see, the manager, all right, they don't want it to do anything. They don't want anything to do with Boots. Nothing to do with Boots. And so people saying, well, Boots ain't fighting nobody. Boots ain't fight. So now he wants to fight somebody, right? And nobody wants to fight him. And nobody wants to fight him. So we've heard that Josh Kelly might want to do it because Hearns got Josh Kelly. Okay, that's might want to do it. Vergil is tied up in litigation. Hopefully he can get his stuff together, because that's the fight that I want to see first. I want to see Vergil and Boots first. But if you can't get that, then why is Fundora, you know, hiding and ducking and, you know, the towering inferno? And I got nothing but love and respect for him, because that man is from around my way. He's from around my way. He from the valley. I got nothing but respect for Fundora. Okay? But I think what it is that they see the danger in fighting him right now. He's hot right now. Let him cool down a little.
Bradley questioned why Fundora isn't pursuing Ennis, suggesting his team may be avoiding the matchup while Vergil Ortiz Jr. deals with legal issues.
if he was really, Fedor was really about that action, he would tell his managers, nah, I want him. You remember when Fedor was saying that he wanted Crawford? I want to fight Terence Crawford. I kept hearing that from Fedor. He wanted to challenge himself against the best. Well, right now, who's considered, I would say, the best in the division or the most talented? We're not going by resume. We're going by just eye test talent. It's Boots.
He pointed out that Fundora previously called for a fight with Terence Crawford and argued that, by the same logic, he should now be chasing a showdown with Ennis.
Fighters always forget that the fans, you guys at home, you guys watching, you the ones that's paying for this. Y'all the ones that buy the tickets. Y'all the ones. I was a fighter, I understand that. That's the reason why I fought the way I fought. Tim, you got hit a lot. I was short. I had a big head. Yeah, I slipped punches as well. I did get hit quite a bit because I'm being aggressive, because I'm trying to please the fans at home. Okay? So, Fundora, Josh Kelly, all these fights, they should be made. If boxing was a sport, it was a real sport and ran the right way, those fights will be happening. We wouldn't have to wait 10 years, 15 years, 5 years.
Bradley emphasized that boxing should prioritize the fans by making the biggest fights happen, including a blockbuster clash between Fundora and Ennis.